Before I get into the title of the video, I just want to say this. Atlanta Hawks, congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks and Hawks Nation. You know, stand up, rise up, spread your wings and soar, because y'all did what a lot of people thought y'all couldn't do. Y'all came into Game 7. Y'all came into this Game 7 3-3 tied series, elimination game. Y'all came in, punched us in our teeth, kicked our ass, defecated on the floor, just bounced, as you should. They did. And whether you, as a Sixers fan, whether you want to admit or not, that's just what happened. You know, Nate McMillan outcoached Doc. That was just egregiously terrible. Trae Young, Bud Donovich, Clint Capella, John Collins, Lou Williams, Kevin Huerter, especially, like those boys came to ball. And throughout the series, there was a different Hawks player that stepped up on the court, stepped up on a hardwood floor, and played. They were just unselfish. They were calm. They were cool. They were collected. I personally didn't see like any arguing. They took accountability, especially in Game 1. I saw that they took a lot of accountability. They weren't like, oh, come on, like that type of junk, type of mess. Like, they were just an unselfish ball club. And, you know, yes, we had the experience. Yes, we had the superstar. But this series proved that experience and superstars don't matter if there isn't a heart behind them. If they ain't a heart behind them, then who cares? Like, the Sixers, none of those, like the Sixers, outside of Embiid and Curry, none of them had bite. I'm sorry. None of them had a consistent bite. But I'll get to that point. Later. I should refocus on the Hawks. Yeah. Hawks, y'all did a bang-up job. Y'all did a hell of a job. Y'all played selfless ball. And, you know, I hope y'all go far in the playoffs. Scratch that. I hope y'all win the ring. I hope y'all win it all, because I'm rooting for y'all. Until, you know, to the beginning of the next season, I'm a Hawks fan. I'm a bandwagon Hawks fan. So, you know, I hope there's room and I hope it's welcoming. So I'm a Hawks fan. I mean, the better team won. And it was the Hawks. It wasn't the Sixers. It was the Hawks. So, yeah, man, you know, rest up. Get mentally prepared and, you know, take on and defeat the Bucks, man. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, any opinions, any views, any points that I make in my video, they do not represent Philadelphia sports in any way, shape, or form. They do not They do not represent Philadelphia sports. They do not represent Philadelphia fans, because each fan is different. I only represent myself. So if you agree with some of my points, cool. If you disagree with some of my points, cool. That's fine. I only represent myself. I only represent my opinions, my views, and all that junk. So take it how you feel. But getting to the title of the video. Dear Joel Embiid. Dude, in my eyes, you do not owe anybody an apology. I appreciate the heartfelt tweet that you sent out, but dude, you do not owe me an apology. I'm only speaking for myself. From the start of the video to the end of the video, I'm only speaking for myself. You do not owe me an apology, bro. Like, I saw you balled out, whether it was the Wizards or the Hawks or this season or throughout your whole career, your whole tenure as a Sixers. I saw you balled out. There was a point where you were like, trade me, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, we should trade him, but nah. Even through all that, even through all the turnovers and the mixed the missed shots. I'll take that all day. As long as you put up the numbers and the performance you did, man, you do not owe us a tweet. You do not owe us an apology. And if anything, as somebody who wants to see athletes succeed, their favorite athletes, their favorite Philadelphian athletes, I want you to leave Philly ASAP. Request a trade because I do not see you winning a ring here. I do not see you winning a ring. And the reason why I do not see you winning a ring here is because I don't think this organization cares about you. I don't think this organization has the capabilities to build around you. I honestly don't. That's how I personally feel. Think. That's how I personally think. I just don't think this organization knows how to properly build around you. We're getting to the point where we're just trying to think of random pieces to come down here to try to win a chip, and you're not like, it's not because of you, it's because of what's around you is why I don't think you're going to win a ring here in Philly. If you're going to win a ring, it's going to be somewhere else. The only two places where I can see Joel win a ring is on the east side, go to Miami, link up with Jimmy Butler, because that tandem was awesome. That combination of Embiid and Butler, y'all seem to have a hell of a chemistry. I can see you and Butler win a ring in the East. And if you're talking about the West, I can see you linking up with Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard, and McCollum and those boys. I can see you winning a ring there. I do not see you winning a ring in Philly. And it's just because, we do not know how, in my opinion, I think we do not know how to properly build around you. So, Joel Embiid, I don't know if you're ever going to watch this video, but if you do, dude, leave Philly while you can. Leave Philly while your health is intact, while your skills are intact, while your talents and your intangibles are intact. And before you have any doubts about, going somewhere else, lots of Philadelphian athletes left Philly and win championship rings. Reggie White, 92, defensive end. He left Philly to join the Green Bay Packers. And he was a contributing piece to winning Super Bowl 31. I forget who was the team, but the important fact is that Reggie White, he left Philly and won a ring. I'm making a video. Mike Richards, he left Philly to win a ring with the LA Kings. Shane Victorino, granted he won a ring here with the Phillies in 08, but he went to the Red Sox and won a ring. So it has happened. You won't be the first, and you definitely won't be the last. So with that being said, Embiid, just leave Philly, because you're not going to win a ring here. Let's talk about all the pieces surrounding you. Tobias Harris, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, Furkan Korkmaz, Doc Rivers. It's been real. It's been fun. But it hasn't been real fun. Seth Curry, the same thing I'm going to say to Embiid is the same thing I'm going to say to you. You are not going to win a ring here. You just aren't. And you were the only one that backed Embiid up, because that series was just 5-2. It really was, in my opinion. Ben Simmons, what can I say about you that everybody else hasn't said? You're not a baller. You just aren't. I see you more as a gamer than a baller. Like you don't belong in the NBA. You belong in esports. And there's no shame in that. You should quit. I don't want to see you in Philly. I don't want to see you in the Eastern Conference. I don't want to see you in the NBA. I don't want to see you in a uniform. The only uniform I want to see you in is a uniform in esports. Because the only time you ever had game is when you're holding a controller. And this is not a knock on, esports, and it's not a knock on that on any means. It's just you don't belong in the NBA. You belong in esports. You can have a career like Ninja. You can have a career like Justin Wong. You can have a career like Bugger. Because you seem to be the type of person that will be more happy about a 42 kill streak in Call of Duty than a 42-point performance against the Jazz. We all had high hopes, and to say you let us all down is a massive understatement. You have no soul, you have no heart when it comes to the game. You have no grit, you have no valor, you have no vigor. You have nothing. You don't, in your press conference, that Game 7 post-interview, that was the most nauseating press conference of yours that I ever had the displeasure of viewing. Like, your body language, the way your eyes shifted, like, the way that press conference went down, it was like it was talking to, like, a little kid that did bad, that refuses to, change his ways in sports or class. It's like the coach sat down, like they roasted you. Like, the interviewers, they treated you like a kid, like a little kid. They was like, do you want to be here? And then Simmons was like, yeah, I want to be here. He looked to the side as if his parents were there, and the parents gave that Fozzie, hey, when Simmons like that sign of approval. Like Ben Simmons, the only team where I can see you having a revival of a career is with the Lakers. Other than that, best of luck to you in whatever your endeavors are. But me personally, I due to the fact that I don't want to see other fan bases go through what the Sixers went through, I just don't want to see you in the NBA uniform. Now, will that happen? Probably not. I'm banking on it won't happen because, it's the NBA and teams still think they can fix you when at the end of the day you need to take accountability by doing more than just saying that it was your fault. So I hope you work on your off game. I hope you work on your off game. If you do work on your off game, great. If you don't, whatever, cool. Me personally, if I'm saying how I truly think and how I truly feel, I just want you out of the NBA because you don't belong there. Now, if you manage to, prove me wrong and shut me up just for your own vindication, great, cool, But that's just honestly how I feel about you. You were just ghastly. You were just dreadful. You were just doleful. You were just dreary. Not even as like a Sixers fan, just as an NBA fan to watch. So, yeah, just leave. And with that being said, that's the end of the video. Last comment. Peace up. A-Town down.